the facial reconstruction series. Is my cheekbones chiseled enough? I hope you guys enjoy this little tips and tricks that I'm about to share with you guys on how I personally like to contour and highlight. So please stay tuned to watch how we transform this little base. And now the moment you've all been waiting for, construction series. So what's important for your facial reconstruction routine, aka contour and highlight, is the types of material you use, types of products you use, your blades, your markers, your what am I looking for? Oh, your markers, your instruments, practically your everything. All right. So before I sew everything together, what I like to do is just have markers on my facial planes in order to realize how exactly I want to carve out not only my cheekbones, how I want to decrease the size of my forehead, and how I want a rhinoplasty, and also how I want my double chin to just be gone. So I'm gonna start off using my Beautiful Bronze by LA Girl, and this is gonna be my marker for where I want to be cut. Right there. Right there. Again on the other side, because I want to look symmetrical. My big forehead, I need to have that away. And then I want them to give me a nose that requires me to have a breathalyzer. All right, now my instrument used to cut my facial planes so that I have a nice little chiseled jawline, so that I have nice little chiseled bones, a rhinoplasty, and decreasing the size of my forehead is this little flat knife brush. Oh, I need to keep game, and all I'm gonna do is just dab it in place. I'm not creating circular motions yet unless I only dab it, and then all I do is starting to flick it to the back, almost like a little circle, with just tiny flicks. Then I'm going to come to my forehead. Doing the same thing, very light hand. Remember, with surgery, we want to be perfect. We don't want that and that, all right? So we want to be perfect. Nice, evenly blended out. Before we get to the other side of the jaw, again, all I do is dab up until I start flicking it to the back. And the reason why I like this blunt cut brush is, or not really blunt, it's almost blunt, maybe it's just the thinness of it that I like, that really helps with being perfect, or with having perfection. Why do I not have surgical?
I should have watched Grey's Anatomy before I started the series.
What I noticed, if you put your jaw in a class 3, you actually chisel and cut in the right facial plane. So you don't actually create a smaller jaw. You actually create a nice little even chiseled, carved out jaw. So if you start blending, if you start putting it at the base of your jawline, what you're gonna do is you're gonna start cutting at this angle when you are blending it out. You see, I was just gonna flare to that area. But if you put your jaw in a class 3, like that, it wouldn't even give you the light of day. All right, Now for my rhinoplasty, I like using my hands, my fingers, and my finger instruments. Usually my middle finger instruments. I'm sorry. Let's take a sip. To everyone who does not show middle finger, but wants to, that's for you. All right. So when I start, what I like to do is I like to almost take a deep breath in so that I can have that little outline, so that my nose is actually a little bit, as you inhale, it's almost like your muscles alongside your nose kind of flex. I used to know what those muscles are, I can't anymore. But if you are so used to, if you actually know those muscles, what you can do is just, without even having to breathe. So you just flex those muscles, and then do not go below the facial planes that you created, rather just blend out like above it. And then you want your rhinoplasty to look so natural that the excess skin, or where you got cut, you don't want to show anyone. All right, so you hide it under your eyebrow, right, like that. You hide it under your eyebrow. Like that. You can always go thinner if you want to. Just bring it a little bit to the top. Like that. Always go as thin as you want. Like that. So all it matters in your cut. The lower you go, the wider you're gonna make the bridge of your nose. The higher you come up, the tinier the bridge of your nose will be. And that is a certified at-home rhinoplasty. Right, up next, what I have is my creamy beige Pro Conceal. Now, for your facial reconstruction surgery, you have to realize, my nose is itching. You don't have to realize that my nose is itching because I didn't think you could see that on camera. But your color is very important. If you're gonna have a very, very light color, you're gonna look like a ghost. And if you have a very, very dark color, they're gonna know that you went under the knife. So we don't want people to see that we actually went under the knife. So just a little bit for highlighting and for actually hiding where we got surgery done. All I do is just take little dabs. I take little dabs. Here I kind of create like a straight line because I want more definition on, I got cheek implants, right? I got that. This is where my cheekbones are. This is where I want to show, you know, I actually got surgery done. And then what I like using is either your foundation brush that you used for your lighter foundation to place it. And then I like going down here first. Gently, I just roll it out, roll it down. That little blobs can stay there for a while, but I've noticed in this area, if you don't blend it out very nicely, those lines, they're not gonna be very nice to you. And then I bring it up like that. But I always make sure that there's like a little bit of a circular edge at the top, at the bottom of this carving out. Do you see there? Like almost like a natural facial plane. So this is all your wet products. This is you in surgery. Remember, post-op is still gonna come. So this is you being in surgery. There's no fluid involved in surgery, but since you're your own surgeon, girl, go ahead. Comment down below, what is the worst part of going under the nail? Like for real, if you went. My nose is itching and I don't know why. Well, I do know why, because I had a slice of very, 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 very strong pizzas. You don't have to worry about creating that line so far up because you want this area of your jaw to look big If you make it very small, it just means like you have a drooping cheek and no freaking jawline. So you want the box between your tragus, between the tragus and the corner of your mouth to be as wide as possible. We can say soft tissue begonion, but I don't. Gnathion? Gonion, sorry. Gnathion. Then after we have wrapped, man, I need surgical words for this. Then I like going to the front of my shiny big forehead, and I like to bring it down into the contour that I had there. It's not contour, it's rhinoplasty. Remember, I'll get with the program. We're in surgery right now. Okay. And then these little 2 dots right there. I like, again, using my middle finger instruments to just pat it so that I can have a more controlled variant of where I actually pack it versus using the brush. Can you see there? And it gives me a nice little effortless blend as well. You can use your beauty blender, but I don't want the beauty blender to pick up no colors. You can drag it down if you want. Just don't lose your contour site. You worked hard to cut your own jaw gulf. Do not mess it up. Do not make them say that you got a surgery done in Mexico. I actually got Mexico subscribers on my reaction channel. You guys go check that out. I'll link everything in the description. Alright. This little bad boy, you can use your finger. What I like to do is I like to just dot it in the middle, because sometimes what happens is your finger, the bed of your finger, is this a nail bed? The print, where your fingerprint is, it kinda expands when you go down in the middle. Like when you use the middle, it kinda expands and flattens, and that could ruin replacement for where you place your highlight in the middle of your nose. So I like to just go back in with my brush and make sure I pack it. So all I do is just like dab it a little, and then I'll come back with my beauty blender and I'll layer it nicely, making sure that I don't mess up my contour, my rhinoplasty. All right, then you could go in with your dab beauty blender, just blend everything nicely together with your contour, making sure that there's no harsh lines. Actually, this is the cleanup. Yeah, this is the cleanup. So this is where we clean up and we remove all those markers that we had to define our facial planes. So this is the surgeon getting done with us. We are getting ready for post-op. I use a very, very light hand when I'm blending out, only because I don't want to disturb my stitches, okay? Don't want to disturb my stitches. Make sure you're happy with your face being washed off and all the markers are just gone. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that the tips and tricks are working for you guys. If you guys use it, please do comment down below, and please do comment down below if there's anything that you would like to know. But until next time, I'll see you guys.